all, this is Xenoxis. This is gonna be a short video. It might be my channel trailer. I'm gonna do a bit of a house tour going on and stuff that here you can see me in the TV kinda, you know, the really big ass TV, you know, and everything, you know. It's the PC. I went up at 14:30 today, so I've only been up for a little while now. Basically I only slept 6 hours today. There have been certain days now when I can actually get away with sleeping 6 hours. Sure, I'm really tired, but sometimes it might be because if it's too much sunlight on here on the room, then it gets really hot in here and then it can be hard to sleep. But yeah, I'm actually currently making some breakfast downstairs, so we're gonna go downstairs because I thought about, you know, showing these teas, you know, on maybe do a webcam episode with it, but then there are some other things I want to be covering in the next real recording session when I make with the webcam and stuff like that. So yes, I'm going to show you some things down here. You know, some things, you know, disregard that person. Oh, those are some history books that I have there. Some history books. It's quite interesting to actually read about, you know, because you need to remember those things, you know, so they don't happen again, you know, because, you know, that's the thing, you know. Here we have the teas that I really like. A teas that I actually talked about in the video that ended my old channel. I did mention these teas briefly. They're called Puke, as you can see, which is an Australian brand. They are all natural teas. They are really good. Often they do take a long time, like this one takes 10 minutes. They say it should be a minimum of 5 minutes where it rests, like after you have poured the water, like I'm having a tea here. In here, this needs to be for 6 minutes. It's 3 minutes left here, as you can see on the because I'm using the oven timer there, pretty much for that. So yeah, and that's actually another tea. That's this tea here, the chai tea Celestial Seasonings. That's the only flavor, by the way, of that tea, and they're about the same price. And there's 20 tea bags in each, but these ones doesn't come with like a thread. Like the bag is used itself. You know, it's not like a. Usually there's a thin like thread going out from it that allows you to pretty much use, you know. Man, I should have some kind of blinders like this actually in my room or something like that, because the quality gets a lot sharper. I've noticed there are like have to go back really far. Those are basically the fridge to the left and the freezer to the right there. There's our coffee maker there. And there's a bottle of wine there's some soy coffee there that they don't want to drink anymore. I still think the soy coffee is good. There's some Lavazza coffee there and some, I think that's Arvid, yeah, that's Arvid Nordqvist coffee as well. There we have some more soy there and some more Lavazza up there. Really high up, it's hard to hold the camera like that. And then what else do we have there? We have some of those Nissin soba noodles, which I haven't taken on in a while, because the thing is that you have to eat those when you're not too much hungry and stuff like that, and it's hard to kind of do. Those are the vegetarian spring rolls. I might have shown those before in another video, but those are the vegetarian spring rolls pretty much. They're really good, by the way. They're really good, although they say that you should only heat them up in 10 minutes on 225 degrees in the oven Celsius, by the way. Because if that would be in Fahrenheit, then that wouldn't be super much in Fahrenheit, to be honest, because Fahrenheit is just stupid, you know, like, why do they have all this to all the whole different temperatures and stuff like that, you know, or how certain things are called different, you know. Just along for that, then that means the tea is done here. Let's see if we can one-hand this here. I just need a glass first to put the tea bag in, and I mean, I don't mind, you know, not pulling out the tea bag like right away and stuff that, you know, like there's no stress to do that, you know, because, you know, it could get more flavor even if it goes over the time, you know, and stuff that. But also some things left from the spring rolls, some things there that I have. There we go. And then we take this here, and take it on the spoon. Pretty slippery. Then we'll let it like pour off like that, as you can see. You see it doesn't come with like a string on it, which normal like tea bags tend to have, so you can just pull up with the string once it's on. So we go. And usually you will see that there's a little bit of the tea water there, so you can actually pour some of it if there's enough, but it doesn't seem to be enough. Oh yeah, you could pour in a little bit there without putting in the tea bag again. You know, because you know you don't want to let things go to waste. I'm moving this there. I need to make sure that doesn't touch this, because this thing is in stainless steel, I believe it is in. So that's pretty crazy. Yeah, you can record way shorter when you have it in this mode. They said that I would get 14 minutes from recording like this, but that's untrue. There's only 4 minutes left I can record with this not being plugged into its power source, which is a bit stupid, like how you're supposed to, like, you know, go around and record with this, or are there like big batteries you can put in or something like that? I don't know, you know, man. It's really, it also might be that it's not like fully charged, you know, like, I mean, it should be getting more than just 14 minutes, you know, but maybe not, you know. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and make some, you know, sandwiches and stuff that, you know, or I'm gonna toast some bread maybe even, you know. Here's the fridge, by the way. Here are all things in the fridge. There's something called FATASS chocolate here. I've already talked about the iced coffee one, which was really good, and this one is within the same series. We did actually buy another of the iced coffee one, the mud cake iced coffee one, which is New York inspired, I believe. And this one is London inspired, which is it's insanely good as well. The one I call FATASS is actually Finnish chocolate, and not Swedish, by the way. So yeah, you know, because sometimes you see, and they will have some good whiskers, La Proy, ILA single malt Scotch whiskey, quad cask, and then we have a Belor there as well, which is 10 years, and this one is I forgot how long it is, but yeah, really good. It's got single malt whiskey. Like a lot of American whiskey, the main problem is that they're blended whiskeys, they're not single malts. There are good blended whiskeys out there. We do have a Japanese whiskey here somewhere. I don't know where they have put it. Maybe upstairs. I know I only have 1 minute left to record, so yeah. So maybe I won't have time to do it unless I plug in the charging unit. We might be able to make that, but yeah. We might be able to make it, you know. We'll make it in time. We'll make it before it ends. We'll make it in time. Oops. But I think I actually messed it up. No? It's still going a bit. It's still going a bit. Okay, so maybe they do leave you some leeway before the clip actually stops, because it hasn't stopped yet. And I mean, if I plug in this here, where my door is here, if I plug this into the cable that is here, like, I wish they would give you a countdown here, like how much longer it holds after the battery pack seemingly has run out. It has gone like 2 minutes over now, I think. So let's plug this in here. There we go. Did I save it? Yeah, I pretty much did save it. There we go. I'm just checking. I think there might be actual plug out here. No, there is a plug over there. There's a plug over there, as you can see, but you can see some whiskies over there. So I'm just gonna pull out this plug here, and we're gonna have to make sure that we can get the other side here. I have to charge it in over here. There we go. To be able to, you know, continue on. There we go. When I saved this, I totally did. Hang on, let me put this down here just a bit here. I'm just put that down so I can close the door here and put the bed back into position and stuff like that. Because, you know, I don't want to do this too long now and let my tea cool down, because normally I should have had the sandwiches done by this point. I also put this down so I can fix the cable here, because the cable is a bit bad sometimes. So there we go. You can see some other alcohols here. This is the Japanese one. This is the black deep blend, as you can see. If I let it focus first. Black deep blend there. That's 45 or 45% alcohol per volume. The Nikka is the whiskey brand. There you have some the ball wine, single malt Scotch whiskey. You have some plantation, but this is actually rum. There's plantation rum here. We have Jameson, which is Irish whiskey, and then we have some Ron there. Ron, which which is rum in Venezuela. And then you have rum Zacapa there as well, really good rum Zacapa there as well. So yeah, because he actually went to Venezuela at one point. And Venezuela, you know, really dangerous place, you know. I know it's really hard to record like that all there, and then my thoughts are so super mega smelly. And now it comes up, change the battery pack here. Yeah, I know, I'm just gonna record a little bit more here. I mean, as long as it's going here, I mean, it should have to stop if the battery runs out completely, and I don't know how long it can go over, you know, so we're back here where we stopped. So yeah. I fucking hate this cable, man. Sometimes the cable is too bad. But there we go. Oh man. So 10 minutes still. See, I've said it so many times still, but yeah. So we have a lot of things out there, you know. And those rums are actually really good. What you can do, for example. But I don't like to waste the more expensive rum on it. You can use it by like the Captain Morgan rum for it. To like mix with Coke and stuff that like, so the more expensive rum does taste good when mixed with Coke, but those really expensive rum you wanna like drink on its own. And there's the switch. I'm still so surprised with how like small it is, and I still haven't played any more Zelda since last time I played it, pretty much. So yeah. And actually on the 4th of April, which was the last time I gamed WoW. And then after that, I literally took a break for a really long time. I did nothing but watch YouTube and watch television and like socialize. And then it was the Thursday the previous week, which would have been on it's 18th now on Tuesday, so it's 17th on Monday. It was 16th on Sunday, 15th on Saturday, 14th on Friday, and 13th on Thursday. So on the 13th on Thursday I began playing again, but I think I mostly only played Hearthstone. I don't remember if I played all on that day, but yeah, that's pretty much how it went and stuff there. Yeah, I'm thinking about also maybe doing a vlog later today, but we will see if I have time, because you know, like, I thought about doing a vlog for a long time because there is a lot of different things I want to cover and like talk about and stuff that, you know, like, because there were a certain game that I was really interested in, but I'm not going to support it now just because of a certain thing. And you might say though that, oh, but they are the game developers, they are allowed to do that. And yes, that's not the point, you know, like what the small little kids don't understand, or the kid generation, or you should call it the internet generation. The people who grew up after a certain year are always a certain way in their behavior, either because their parents are liberal idiots, or why it is, I don't know, but it might be because of that everyone nowadays have a smartphone and I don't have one, you know, and I'm really proud of that, because, you know, like, you see so many parents just having a smartphone and not caring about their children, not giving them enough attention, and then they when they grow up they feel like they have to get some kind of attention, and then a lot of them become very, or those who are like liberals, literally those who have liberal parents, they become very, you know, liberals are accepting of everyone, but they don't accept people that have different views than them, so they hate like Trump supporters, and they hate, you know, like here in Sweden they hate Swedish Democrats pretty much, so yeah. And that is something that's going on, you know, and it's just bullshit, man. It's just, you know, it's so fucking stupid. Like when you see it on war forums all the time, people who might hate a certain race in the game, you know, that they could never stand playing, you know, like, I think the whole thing is gonna be pretty funny when the whole event gets into the game, the whole transmog events, that the Blizzard gonna see a pattern which certain races will win. It's like if you play a male Drana, you're never gonna win the competition unless you're up with also a female player that plays like a female Drana and stuff like that, because they might, you know, like female Drana players, you know, or the female players, you know, they might like their Drana male, you know, because of, you know, RP wise, that their female Drana might want to marry that male, my character or whatever, you know. That doesn't make any sense, but anyway, that's gonna have to do it, because we're almost at a 15-minute limit here. So this has been Xenoxis. This has been the Xenoxis show for the 18th of April 2017. Bye.